European explorers came through this Tallong region in 1818. It included a party including James Meehan and Charles Throsby. They were looking initially for a wheeled route to get down to Jervis Bay from Parramatta, and they came across country, and they wound up more or less coming down where Cowra Road is now and across the creek through to the Marulan area. The orchard industry didn't really get going until the early 20th century. The first orchards were sort of planted around about the 1890s. Early orchardist was one John Kent, who was an accountant from Sydney. That was his primary job. So various Sydney businessmen decided to have weekenders. This was about as far as they could get, and a lot of them developed a suitable area for orchards. We're actually standing on Davenport land. The Davenports were a very community-minded family, two brothers. The reason that Tallong is the shape it is that all the public buildings in Tallong village, apart from the railway station, are basically on the edges of Davenport land, and the Davenports either gave the land to the community or they sold it for a peppercorn amount. So the hall is built on the edge, one edge of Davenport land. The public school with the schoolmaster's residence is built on the furthest extremity to the west on Davenport land. Where the midge is now was where the original Davenport store was, and the few houses along here were the Davenport brothers' family homes.
The Tallong area has been an orcharding area for many years. Unfortunately, it was all lost in 1965 with the major bushfire that went through here, and the major orchards were all wiped out bar one, which was Watling's orchard, which carried on for a fair while. My family settled this district in the late 1800s. I was the mayor of Goulburn-Mulwaree from 2010 to 2016, and I've been associated with Apple Day right from its very inception, and I think it's a wonderful showcasing of the Tallong village's history and their commitment to keeping alive the heritage and history of the village.
My grandfather moved to Tallong with my father in 1951 and bought what is now called the orchard on Kettles Lane. In 1959, Dad married my mother and bought the property Glenrowan, which was also an orchard. In about 1999, Dad had the apple built. It was made by Carl Zeski, and it used to hang on the fruit shed on our property up until Dad passed away in 2013. We then donated the apple to the Tallong community, and they managed to erect it here, and it's a great memory of the orcharding tradition in Tallong and also to my dad.
So since the inception of the Apple Day Festival, around 15 years ago I think it is now, it has constantly grown, and what it has done, it's increased the tourism and increased visitors to Tallong, and regularly now we're getting crowds of 5,000 to 6,000 people every year, and the boost to the local economy, the local businesses that come and show their produce, the local stalls that come along is phenomenal, and it really is just increasing Tallong's importance on the calendar of events in the Goulburn-Mulwaree local government area.
Yeah, we've been a part of the Tallong community for about 12 years now, and we've been to every Apple Day since we've been here and been on the committee, and we just have seen it grow and grow, and lots of Sydney-siders and people from Canberra come along. But it's just great to see that still it is a country festival at the heart of it, that there's lots of community involvement and just, the country items that make it special, the bush dancing side of things and the stalls and all that sort of thing. The wood chopping is great, and I guess that we're celebrating our apple heritage, which is what makes Tallong special.
I've owned the Midge for 2 years, and in that time I've tried to make it a place where people can come and meet and also be a vibrant part of the community. So I get involved heavily with Apple Day and everything that happens. We run pizza nights, trivia nights, all sorts of great things to keep the community involved with each other. I'm a very big believer that we need to use local produce and that sustainability of our foods is very important. So I use a lot of local produce here. A lot of people that grow apples, and I do sell their apples here at the Midge. And we do make produce. I do preserves and jams and all sorts of products made out of the apples and lots of other local produce.
A couple of years ago I actually started taking over running the festival. Last year we had over 9,000 people come to Tallong, so we kind of had grown from 3,000 to 4,000 within a couple of years to 9,000. Most people come to Tallong thinking it's this lovely little country town, and when they get here they go, oh wow, you've got everything here. And our focus is to keep it a family fun day, focusing on showing what people in the town do, art and photography and the bake-off, a huge thing for the community that's been going for many years.
I have been involved with the Mrs. T Bake-Off competition and the cooking demonstration for the last 4 to 5 years now. It started off quite small. We only had 3 categories. We didn't have high school involvement, and now, particularly with the Hyatt chef's involvement, we've grown. We have new competitions, we have new categories. We still see a lot of our original entrants putting in their pies and cakes and tarts and things, which is still fantastic. And we also have quite a lot of new young people coming in.
Apple Day happens every year. It's been happening ever since I've been here, I think, which is just over 10 years. It's great. It brings so many people each year. It grows, and it's a fabulous event for the community. Everybody gets involved, and we look forward to seeing you here.
The Apple Day Festival means a lot to the locals and also to the communities in Marulan, such as the CWA. It's a major fundraiser for us, and it showcases what CWA are doing in the area.
When the Apple Festival started, it was a very small sort of a parade from the school up to the hall, and as the years have gone on, it's just grown, and it's brought so much money to the community. It's enabled us to improve the infrastructure around here, and it remembers the orcharding history of the area.
Because the apple industry was so crucial to so many people in this area, it's worth celebrating and maintaining. Every new committee builds on the work and the achievements of the past, and the Apple Day Festival is getting better and better.
Apple Day has really put Tallong on the map. Sometimes when we're in Sydney or around the place, you mention Tallong and they say, oh, is that where Apple Day is? And that's a really important and special thing that what Apple Day has done for our local community and for the businesses around here. The bed and breakfast and the small businesses are all being supported by the fact that Tallong has been put on the map by Apple Day, so it's great.
So as a photographer, I get to hover around and sort of capture everyone enjoying the day, and like you can feel the community aspect and the country sort of flair to the festival. Perfect for the family, like you got things for the kids to do, you've got the sheep shearing to get entertained with, you've got the reptile padding, and the medieval's always a winner. That's probably my favourite. You sort of walk into it thinking it's just going to be a bit blasé, but you walk away sort of thinking, wow, they were legit hitting each other. So yeah, it's good fun, and there's the kids just love running around. There's all the toffee apples and the all things apple stall, and yeah, plenty of fun for the kids and parents alike.
Apple Day wouldn't happen without wonderful sponsors. We've been very fortunate over the years to have wonderful companies, large and small, to support us. Our major sponsor being Boral, Pepper Tree Quarry, who have been a very important part of Apple Day for many years now. Not only do they sponsor Apple Day, they help us with our promotional material, with printing and prizes, and also offering support and giving us a hand with anything that we need. In particular, Sharon Macon, who is their community liaison, she works really well with everybody in the community, and I only have to call her and ask for help, and she helps me with anything that she can. Gun Lake Quarry, who give amazing amazing sponsorship, and Wholesome, who have also come on board this year and given us wonderful sponsorship and support which we haven't had prior. We have Goulburn-Mulwaree Council, who are amazing and provide us with lots of things on the day. We have an amazing amount of smaller sponsors from local businesses who give what they can to be a part of Apple Day. Several, there's just so many to even start to think about naming them, and this year we also have a major raffle, so we also have raffle sponsors, and that's lots and lots of different businesses and companies that have either donated prizes, are given vouchers and given money. So basically, without all of our wonderful sponsors, whether they be large or small, Apple Day just wouldn't happen without everybody contributing. Our aim is to ensure that the Apple Day Festival is sustainable for the future, and that we continue to grow, and everybody enjoys coming to our festival for the day and gets to see what, you know, our little town called Tallong is all about. We invite everybody to come along to Tallong. Tallong Apple Day Festival is always the first Sunday in May, this year being our 14th festival. We plan to continue for many years to come. As long as we have lots and lots of support from everybody, we'll keep putting on the festival. So we invite you all to come and join us, enjoy the day, make the most of everything that we offer for the day, and be prepared to spend a full day in Tallong enjoying the festival.
As a fourth generation local of Tallong and a former mayor of Goulburn-Mulwaree, do yourselves a favour and hop in the car and come down to Tallong. If you can't come this year, the Tallong Apple Festival is on the first Sunday in May every year. Come and have a look at the local region. Come and have a look at the passion that the local people of Tallong put into their local community by supporting and ever increasing the popularity of Apple Day.